Hey everyone, NWA Prepper here. So, make a noise. So today I want to talk to you about one of my main motivations. One of my, I guess my top couple motivations for why preparedness is important to me, and moreover, why this social media, why teaching classes, going to meet and greets, going to prepper meetings, going to expos, going to rallies, whatever you want to call them, going to the library, going to public meetings, setting up any time that I can talk to someone about it, preparedness in my area is so important to me. And it all comes down to a saying that that started a long time ago in my life. And it started out one way, but it ended up to be feed them or fight them. That's what it comes down to. I have to either be prepared to feed somebody or fight them. And in doing so, because that's it in my area, my AO, I have to. I either have to be prepared to feed them and put them to use, and or I have to be prepared to fight them to defend what I have, since I'm not going to give it to them. Feeding them is easier, but it's more costly. Short term. I mean, if you fight and you lose, it's a pretty costly event. Fight and you win, and it's a costly event. Fighting is not the best. Feed them or fight them. So part of my thoughts on feeding them is I can feed them knowledge now. I can feed them encouragement now. I can feed them what I know about being prepared and encouraging them to be better prepared, whether I can get them prepared for a day, whether I can get them prepared for a month, or wonderfully if I can get them prepared for long term gardening and recycling and paying attention to things like, whatever. If I can make them self-sustaining or self-reliant more than they are today, then I'm making my life easier later. Because the more people are prepared today, the more people that are wanting to take care of themselves, the better off things get for me. And this person doesn't belong in my neighborhood. Stand by. So, and that person was waving at me, like going to ask a question. That I didn't just jump up because someone weird was in my neighborhood. I notice it, but that doesn't mean I'm running them out of town on a rail. I don't know. So feed them or fight them. I don't want to fight anyone. I would rather somebody have enough of what they need where I'm at, like in my neighborhood. If they have enough to get what they need, if I can get them to have 2 weeks or 3 weeks, which is the new thing, minimum that they're prepared for with food, water, and medicines and basic preparedness items, I'm going to be gone. I won't be here. And if I am here, yeah, my plan is to not be here. I'm very, very, very blessed to have a couple different directions to go. And if those couple directions don't go, I'm in and with enough other folks that I can make a phone call, I can pick up a radio, I can just show up at the gate. And my usefulness has been proven, and or I have pre-positioned items there to take care of me. So feed them or fight them is how I look at that. This video may encourage someone to have another pound of rice, another box of noodles, another can of tuna in their pantry, which gets them one more meal from being desperate. One more meal from coming across the street to see what I've got for them. Because I don't have much for them. Anyway, that's a different video in itself. So I don't want to fight them. So I want to feed them now. I also, in my preparedness, particularly here at my main place to be, I'm also prepared for one of my neighbors happens to be a house full of family. Now, yes, they are finally coming around to preparedness, and they are allowing me, as I find things to help augment their preps, and our preps together are becoming stronger here, which is great, because those are the people that were going to come tomorrow when the power goes out and they don't have any light or any way to cook or anything, and they're going to come over and go, what do we do? Well, we're past that, because I was willing to share information with them. I am not going to force this down somebody's throat. If they ask me, I will tell them, hey, have you ever thought of being better prepared for that emergency? Man, you ran out of gas yesterday? That sucked. Have you thought of doing this or that? Or, the water line broke. Man, that's terrible. Did you have any water stored up? Oh, you didn't? Wow, this is what I do. And this is a great way to have a couple days worth of water in your house so you don't have to worry about it. Those are the things that I use to encourage them. And then I go to host, or I go to prepper meetups, which I haven't done a lot of lately, just because of family issues. But giving that information is important. Feed them or fight them. Feed them information. Be prepared to feed them. If there's somebody in your life and you know that they're not ready for emergencies, and if there's an emergency coming, be prepared for them. Add their number to the number you're prepping for. Feed them or fight them. That's why I do it. Let's get ready.